Hello strangers, welcome back to my channel. I've been gone for quite a long time. I'm very busy at the moment, and I'm hoping that I'll find some more time to film in the near future. Today I'm going to do a pick a card tarot reading. This is something new I'm trying out for my channel. I'm still considering this an ASMR video, but I'll be doing it in soft speaking even, rather than whispers. I've dabbled in tarot, things of that nature for many years. All of the women in my family have. Very recently I've started to get back in touch with some of these practices, really as a way of trying to encourage mindfulness, taking the time to sort of sit down, relax, focus my intentions on something, just bring a bit of calmness and peace into a busy life. And I found that actually I think it could be very useful as a form of ASMR. So I'm going to give it a go, and I'd love to hear what you have to say about it, whether you think it works, whether it doesn't. The reading itself that I'd like to do today is a summer 29 forecast reading. So it's going to be quite plain and simple, just trying to give you some sort of idea of what the next few months of summer hold for you. It is a generalised reading, as are much of the pick a card readings you find on YouTube, in that it's not specifically directed at any particular person. It's just a reading that I've drawn with the sort of idea of my followers in mind, the YouTube community as a whole, sending out some sort of questions about what the cards have in store for you in the summer of 2019. So, if you've never seen a pick a card reading before, the general principle is, as I have 3 card sets here. This is set 1 with the rose quartz. This is set 2 with the moonstone. And this is set 3 with the blue lace agate. Agate? Yeah, I think that's how you say that. What you should do is you should pick a card set that you feel the most drawn to. Either the card set that catches your eye initially, or just something about one of the sets is calling to you. So I'll give you some time now to have a look at the card sets, think it over, select which card set you'd like to get a reading from, and then I'll put the timestamps below. And if you need to skip ahead to look at the group for your card reading, go ahead. Or you could watch all the way through if you're using this to try and fall asleep. I promise I'll keep it nice and quiet throughout. Oh, also, as well as the tarot, I have some charms here and some runes, and I'm going to do a brief charm casting and rune casting for each set as well, so it'll give a little bit extra detail to what the cards have to say about the summer. So I hope you enjoy. Hello everyone, and card 1. Right, so this is the card reading for group 1 with the rose quartz. Let's take that off there. So let's see what the cards have in store for you today. The cards that I'll be using are the Paulina Cassidy tarot, which is, it's my first tarot. I've had it since I was 15. I love it to pieces, it's so beautiful. I'll put a link in the description if anyone would like a look. I have the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit card as well, and the Wild Offerings Oracle cards. So let's see what we have from the tarot first of all. We have the Empress and the 6 of Cups. Okay, so quite a sort of nurturing, sort of maternal energy coming from those already. And strength. This is one of my favourite cards from the deck. Again, these seem to go together quite well. They seem to tie together quite neatly. I'll think about them in just a second though. And we have the Deer card from Wild Unknown. So again, a very nurturing, compassionate sort of energy coming out here. And the Oracle Travel. Let every aspect of this trip unfold in harmony. May divine order arrange and handle every detail. I'll be guided easily and follow the leads as they are shown. Okay, so those are your cards, group 1. Let's take a minute now to think about this. I am, like I said, I've dabbled with tarot, so this is very much something that is, I'm still working my own way around it. I'm still trying to find my own understanding of the cards. What I got from this set pretty much immediately was the image of, or at least the essence of, some sort of mother or of mothering. So you have the Empress, which is, it is quite a feminine card, but it does have more to do with nurture and passion. It also has quite a lot to do with fertility, which I'm just thinking tied together with the Six of Cups, which is, you know, as you can probably see from the image there, is all about childish joy. It's about innocence. It's kind of like a trip down memory lane. If you have any sort of very happy childhood memories, this is a card that is seeking to invoke that sort of energy. And so having both the Empress and the Six of Cups here, I don't want to alarm anyone. I'm getting a very, very strong sense from these cards. And in fact, when you put strength with this too, if you are attempting to start a family, I have a feeling that the cards are saying that this is very much in the future for you this summer. Now, I am aware that will not be applicable to everyone, but if you are planning for a family or you're thinking about starting a family, these 3 cards together are speaking to me very strongly about this idea that you are coming to. Cards are speaking to me really strongly about nurturing, and that can be in relation to a child, but if that isn't anything that is on your radar, then it can also speak about self-nurturing, self-care. I think there's a sense here, and if we take this as a 3-card spread, so sort of past, present, future, past, present, potential, then what it's saying is that you are working towards being more considerate and compassionate and nurturing yourself more and more as time's moving on. And with the Strength card in particular, it says a lot about determination, but it also says a lot about taking charge of your own destiny, your own fate. So when you put those all together, you have a sense that you are really now in command of your own self-care. You're having to become a mother or become a parent to yourself, and this is making you stronger. It's making you more courageous. It's just all around helping you grow and helping you flourish and move forward. So it's a sort of sense that what I'm getting here is you're being told that you have to show more compassion for yourself and you have to care for yourself a bit more, and then you'll be able to achieve what you need to achieve. Similarly, bringing the deer back into that. The deer is, again, it's really strongly connected with the mother. It's connected with sort of new life. So again, not to alarm anyone seriously, and I'm not saying that this is the case for everyone who'll be watching this video, but if you are in mind to start a family, this might very well be happening for you this summer. That's very exciting. That's a really nice thing to see. I think the Dear card, it also has a lot to do with tenderness again. If you can take this reading as a reading of feeling the need to care for yourself more strongly in the coming months, the Dear is also telling you that it's telling you to try a little tenderness, to be a little bit more considerate of yourself and your needs, and just be kinder to yourself. The travel card, lastly, what I was most drawn to when I first pulled this out is the idea that you'll be guided and that you are to follow the leads that are being shown. I think this ties in quite well with strength, because again, strength has this way of encouraging you to take hold of your own destiny. So in that case, I think this idea of taking hold of your destiny and being able to follow leads that are being shown to you is this idea that maybe travel is in your future sometime this summer, and maybe that is a route to self-caring or to self-love. So if you have any plans to head somewhere new, to get a change of pace, just something to get yourself out of your usual routine, I think that would be a good idea for this summer. I think you could really flourish from that. You'd really enjoy it, you'll really grow, and it'll make you just feel a little bit more well taken care of. So on the whole, group one, this is a very positive reading. I think you have a lovely summer to look forward to. I'm going to do a quick charm casting. We'll see if there's anything new pops out from the charms. Let's see the best way to do this. So if you've never seen a charm casting before, and I was only very recently introduced to it by the wonderful Charmed Intuition Tarot, I'll link her below if you want to have a look, because her readings are fantastic. You basically collect charms by finding things that have some sort of significance or value to you. You can make the charms yourself. I've got a series of runes that I've made out of sea glass and stones that I found at the seaside because I live very near the coast. I also have just a load of stuff from jewellery, from knickknacks that I've picked up over the years, and I use that to do a cast. Oh, someone's come out there. And just mix it up a bit well. Let's see what we have. Got a little diamond popped out. Okay, so we have lots of travel again. Lots of travel. So, this here speaks to me very much of travel. We have the initial J, which might connect to yourself or might connect to somebody that you're very close to. We have, of course, the heart, which symbolises love. You have a great deal of protective charms coming out here as well. So you have the bull, which is, again, oh my gosh, this is a symbol of fertility or virility. It's also a symbol of protection, as is the jade dragon, and actually as is the seahorse. You have, I think you might be doing things more spontaneously. That's what I see from the pistol. And you also have flowers and diamonds. So you have some symbols here, which means, from my perspective, the heart and the diamond says to me speaks of unity. It speaks of fidelity. It speaks of people who have been drawn together and will now stay together. So I don't know if that speaks towards a relationship that you already have or a relationship that might be developing. But I think that's quite nice, something to look forward to. Let's see what the runes say. I'm still finding my way around the runes. We have this one here, which a journey goes with the travel. Again, over here, these two go together nicely. We have this one is growth. Growth again. I'll put that with this again. They're all tying together really nicely. I really like it when this happens. This one here is luck, good luck. So you have some good luck charms over here. You have protection, you have guidance, someone is helping you on your way. Is that all the runes? Yeah, that's it. So I think those have ended up coming along quite nicely with what we got from your card reading. So I think you have some very exciting times ahead of you, Group 1, and I really hope that you have a fantastic summer. If this has been helpful for you, if you've enjoyed it, then please do let me know down below in the comments. Please like the video and subscribe if you like this, and I hope to see you again soon for another reading. Bye. Hello Group 2, welcome to your reading. I have cards here from 3 different decks. I have general tarot cards from the Paulina Cassidy tarot, which is my first deck. I really love it. I'll put the link below if anyone would like a look. I also have, just put the moonstone there, a very attractive plaster on my hand. I also have a card from the Animal Spirit Wild Unknown deck and a oracle card from the Wild Offering Oracle deck. So hopefully all together these will give me some sort of idea of what will be going on in summer for you guys. So let's start the tarot. You have Ace of Cups, okay, 5 of Pentacles inverted. You have 7 of Cups, okay, so you've got 2 cups here. Saying a lot about quite strong emotions coming into play, so that's quite interesting. For the animal, oh, you have the Lion card, a very strong energy there, the Lion card. And lastly, you have perfectionism. Permission to make mistakes is so freeing. It's the root of creativity and change. Allow me, Divine, to make as many mistakes as I need. Free me from the prison of perfectionism. Now, usually, I need to take a few moments just to try and get what the cards are trying to say, because trying to keep all the suits and everything in your head is so difficult at times. But one thing that I'm getting pretty overwhelmingly from this cards already is a theme of money, or at least of finances in some way. The Ace of Cups, as you can probably see, it has all these gold bubbles or gold coins raining down from the heavens. And so what I think that is saying is that you are undergoing something that you've put a considerable amount of investment in. Something that you have not only put a personal investment in, like you've put your strength towards it, you've put your dedication towards it, but you've also put money towards it in some particular sense. And I think what's interesting about the Ace of Cups, you have the moon lurking in the background there. This is a great card for intuition and for psychic powers. So I'm getting the sense here that if this is, again, if we read this like a typical 3 card draw, past, present, future, past, present, potential, in the past you have made some sort of choice that has been based on a gut feeling. It's been based on intuition, on something that you have felt very, very strongly, and it's channeled you through a route in life that has taken you to where you are now. I will try and do inverted readings wherever I can, because I think you have to be as truthful as you can be with what the cards are telling you. At the present time you might be struggling a little bit financially, or you might be finding that expenses, debts or bills are racking up to a certain amount that you are starting to feel less steady than you typically would financially. And this, obviously it comes with a lot of negative emotions attached to it. But this isn't the be all and end all of your cards. This is just where you are right now. In the future, there is a possibility for change. Now, the Seven of Cups, as you can see here, she has 7 cups before her and she's unsure which one of them to pick. And that's because this card is about making a choice. It's about choosing a path. And actually, now I think about it, it goes very well with perfectionism. You have to have allowed yourself to make mistakes. So I'm not saying that the choice that you made in the past, whether it's in the recent past or in the distant past, was a mistake, but it has taken an emotional and a material, a financial toll on you. And so you're faced with a choice at the moment, a chance to steer yourself down a path in which you'll be able to find more fulfillment, and you'll be able to find happiness again and get rid of your anxiety and just feel more stable and secure. I think another thing that the cups and the 7 of cups, 7, it's a very magical number. So again, if you tie it again with this intuition that has driven you on this particular path, this is saying something about things not turning out how you hoped or how you imagined it would be. And this can be quite difficult to let go of, because when you initially made the choice that took you to this particular path, you made it because you believed in it so strongly. You felt it in your gut, in your intuition. You felt it around you. So you made this decision based on your gut, and it's not showing the rewards that you thought it would. But that's okay, because you now have a choice to carry on with that. And again, there was something in the last deck about taking charge of your destiny, and that is something that the Lion card is absolutely essential in. So if you pair the fact that you are now at a road in which you need to make a choice with the Lion card, this is about taking command, finding your strength, finding your courage. It's about self-transformation. And though the lion can be a very intimidating animal, just because something's intimidating doesn't mean that it's something to be afraid of. It just means power. It just means strength. And I think this is something that you need to take forward into the summer months. You need to show a bit of self-mastery. You need to be able to take hold of your fate with both hands, because you have been so in tune with the things that you wanted. And just because it hasn't panned out exactly how you thought it was doesn't mean that this is the end and that's going to go there. You have a choice now to take control of your destiny. And one of the ways you can do that is to just accept that it's okay to have made mistakes before. Mistakes can always be altered. Mistakes are something that we can learn from. And so now, as you're moving into the summer months, I think you have an opportunity to really find your inner strength and find your courage and find your tenacity and go forward and take control of your life again. So it's a very transformative time for you, Group 2. And I hope that you haven't taken away a negative reading from this, because, as I say, one of the beautiful things about tarot is it doesn't just give you bad news, it gives you ways to combat the bad news. It gives you ways to structure your life or to move forward in a way that can help address any issues or anxieties that you're having. And what this reading is saying to me so far is that you have all the power and all the capacity to do whatever it is that you're setting out to do, and you shouldn't let stumbling blocks along the way stop you from feeling your own power in that regard. You've made a choice. It didn't pan out how you hoped that it would, but the future is still very bright, and you are still an extremely confident and capable person. So I think the summer is about you finding your lion again, finding your strength, finding your courage. I do a quick charm testing. I just mix these up, and then I just grab a small handful. That was quite loud. Oh, I spot a lion. I love it when the cards match up. So you have your lion charm, your lion card. Stick at it, keep at it, believe in yourself. You have all the abilities that you need to be able to combat any issue. You have some luck coming your way, a black cat. I think this one I always take, it's a stone I got from Greece, I always take that as contrasts, as having both bad days and bright days, good days, bad days, and so on. I think that speaks very much to perhaps where you are at the present time, in that you're not always able to see the good days for the bright days, and you do have many, many bright days ahead of you and behind you. I have some runes here. I made my own runes from stones. At the seaside you have connection, and dreaming of the sea. So perhaps again you need to take time to travel a little, to go places where you can find yourself, where you can find your calmness and your serenity. You have the amethyst, which amethyst is a great gem for protection. It's a great gem for purification. So again, let go of the past, move forward, and move forward on your own path, on your own track, and within your own energy. Move forward confident in your own power, because you should be. I think amethyst is quite a wise stone, so it's probably telling you, hey, you're smart, you're bright, you can take this. And again, if there have been mistakes, then you've learned from them, and you'll continue to learn from them. The runes. Okay, I'm quite new to runes, so let me get this straight. This one is in Ingus. Okay, it means fertility, and it's not always fertility in the sense of having kids. It's also fertility in terms of flourishing, in terms of ripening. I know that sounds like an awful word to use, but it is actually quite a good word to use for yourself, because you have moved into a stage where you are coming into your full potential. You're coming into mastery of yourself. You are the sweetest that you've ever been, and you need to remember that as you're going on. This little one, remind me of this. This is giant. Okay, this is giant. You are a giant. You is brave, you is kind. You have all the capacity that you need. You are a giant, you are a force to be reckoned with, and you have to remind yourself of that over this coming summer. And this one, I'm no idea how to pronounce them. It means wholeness, the sun. Oh, I've got fire energy coming from there. Finding fulfillment, finding wholeness, finding your light. I really like it when the charms match up quite well with the cards. So, group 2, you've been on a bit of a tricky journey this year or in earlier years. This summer is a time for you to begin reaping the rewards for the things that you've sown. This is a time for you to begin to grow into your own strength, to really tap into your courage, to follow through with plans that you have set, or to make a choice to break with those plans in order to reach your full potential. You have a bit of a choice ahead of you in the summer of 2019, but I think that whatever you choose, you are going to be marvellous by the end of the year. So I hope you enjoyed that reading, group 2. I hope it was helpful in some way, or at least was relaxing for you. If you liked the video, if you got anything from it, please give a like to the video and please subscribe. I'd love to hear some of your comments, and hopefully I'll see you all again soon. So thanks, bye. Hello group 3, this is your summer 2019 tarot reading. So I've been very attractive plaster. I've been using 3 decks for this reading. I have the Paulina Cassidy tarot and the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit tarot, and finally the extremely gorgeous Wild Offerings Oracle deck. So yeah, let's see what summer 2019 has in store for you. I have the Ace of Wands. I love this card so much. I love the whole deck. It's so beautiful. Interesting card to come first off. I think it's really lovely. You have the Knight of Cups. Okay. And the Hanged Man. I need to think on that one a little bit. I think that's quite an interesting mix. There's something coming up about creativity, about imagination straight away. I don't know if that speaks to any of you. For your animal spirit, you have the moth. And for your oracle, solitude. Once you embrace the inner divine and your own sacred solitude, the right people arrive at the right time, exactly on schedule, without forcing or chasing. I'll think on that, but I will say that first of all, this idea of the right people arriving at the right time. And you have the Knight of Cups, the knight in shining armour, coming along to whisk you away. I think you have someone coming into your life at the moment who is already, or has arrived quite recently into your life, that is really allowing you to embrace yourself, or at least is encouraging you creatively. The Ace of Wands is a creative card. It's about inspiration. It's about intuition. It's also about new ways of life. So if you have this new person who has come into your life, I don't think it's too much of a stretch to say that you have made some sort of change that has brought you into contact with a lot of new people. One of these people is going to be very good for you. One of these people is going to be very much on your wavelength and is going to help you succeed, is going to help you create. One of the things I always get from Ace of Wands is it is a very creative card. So you have this sense of having perhaps a new project or something in your work, something, if you're still at school, something connected with research, something that has a more creative, imaginative, fun kind of energy about it, has come into your life. And you've also had a very charming person enter. When I say someone is charming, I'm not necessarily saying that it is a a romantic interest who has entered your life, but it is absolutely going to be someone who is going to stoke your creativity, who is going to bring the best of you to the surface, bring you to your full potential. So look around where you are right now, see who you think that could be. Maybe pay attention to them a little bit, because the moth is also about, if I remember, it's about whimsy. Yeah, it's about fun, enthusiasm. These three together say to me that whatever is going on right now, I mean, this is in the present time going into the summer months, is sort of setting the stage for a lot of fun and a lot of excitement to come. However, there's always a however, but it's never a bad however. It is just a helpful condition that you may have to keep in mind. So you have the Hanged Man. If I did this like a traditional 3-card spread, which I pretty much did, then for the normal tarot you'd have the past, the present and the future. Having the Hanged Man, it seems like a really daunting card. It's not at all. It's a very fun card again. It speaks a lot about having, just letting go of structure, things holding you down. It also speaks of having a new perspective on something. So if this is, looking forward into June, July, August, so on and so forth, then the changes that have occurred in your life and the people who have come into your life have granted you a new perspective, a new way of looking at things. And I think this new way of looking at things is very rewarding for you. It's given you a lot of energy, it's given you a real burst of life, which is brilliant, because all we need for the summer is to feel happy and to, feel zesty and look forward to things. So yeah, I think that you have a new perspective going forward that is going to really help you out. But the problem with the Hangman and the problem with the moth is that they're seen... Okay, the moth one probably says this better, but what these say to me at the moment about the situation in the future is that you shouldn't be so caught up in your new life that you let go of responsibilities. It's telling you not to be flaky. I know that's a really bad thing to attach to the moth, but that's what I always get from it. It's saying, look, don't be too tempestuous, don't be too spontaneous. Yes, you're having fun, yes, you have such bright days to look forward to, you're going to have so much energy and you're going to have people who are going to fire you up and stoke your creativity. That's fantastic, but you do still have responsibilities, you do still have duties, and you have projects going on that you shouldn't divert your attention away from. So while you are going to have a fantastic summer, don't let that end up taking you away from the work that you need to do, because the work that you need to do might very well be this creative work, but you could just get so caught up in it that it's sort of, you lose the purpose of it, you lose completion. And so I really think, while I'm so happy that you're going to have such a brilliant summer, you're going to have so much fun, you do need to keep in the back of your mind that you need to stay a little grounded. Maybe find some time alone, some moments of solitude in which to gather your thoughts. But overall, this is a really positive reading. I think you're going to have a brilliant summer, and I'm certain that the creative endeavours that you're moving on to are going to be brilliant, and they're going to be really good for you. And if you can steer the course, then you're just going to find a lot of fulfillment from this summer. I do a quick charm casting. I have, as well as charms I've gathered over the years, I have rune stones that I made myself. They're just sea glass and stones from the beach. I live very close to the coast. I live on a cliff, so let's see what the runes are saying. Just usually grab a handful if I can't drop them everywhere. Oh, okay. Straight away. Summer, energy, vitality, brightness, sunflowers. I mean, this is just a universal symbol of happiness, yeah? You're gonna have a lovely, lovely summer. What else do we have? Oh, a new chapter is opening for you. So you have your little book here. And okay, this is me reaching, but it kind of goes, it's a forget-me-not book. So it's trying to tell you, look, you have this new chapter opening in your life and all these opportunities going forward. You have new things unlocking in your mind, but you mustn't forget the things that you have to remember. So, what rune do we have here? I'll do the runes in a second because I still have to find my way around them quite a lot. You have Cupid. I wonder who that could be. Maybe this person who's brought such brightness into your life. You have gold ring, which I connect with success. I also connect with companionship. So I think those two go together quite well. That's not to say that you won't have... Oh, you have a love as well. And some flowers. So yeah, it's going to be a very vibrant summer for you. It's not to say that there won't be some days where not everything is going to be like 100% go, go, go. But you're still going to have, on the whole, a fantastic time with fantastic people. So we have this rune here, which is... I'm Wonyo. It means joy. You're just gonna have the best summer. Pop that over there with a sunflower. You're gonna have a lot of joy. You're gonna have a lot of happiness. Okay, I'm laughing because I've just realised which one this is. This is the rune that means constraint. Oh, they have a message for you. There's a message for you coming out here. Enjoy yourself. Have a good time. But when you need to come back down to earth, come back down to earth. I think you're going to have a fantastic summer. I'm really happy for you, Group 3. I hope that you've found some meaning in this video. I hope it's been helpful for you in some way. If you liked it, please do give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Hopefully I'll have a lot more readings coming soon. And other than that, I look forward to hopefully seeing you again. Thank you. Bye.